He's given us the what?
The ever-so-awaited answers to our question.
Finally! Input from an actual vampire.
He
Just
says...
kidding. If Dad was a vampire and hadn't turned me, I'd be so pissed.
Me too!
Oh, no.
But...
Speak.
The king of vampires ever, he has made the decision that it's not even close. It is not the same thing at all.
Okay.
And we have to trust him.
So they do the first version or the weird they grow super rapidly shit?
All. So...
That's why I will almost...
He says...
I can almost guarantee I'll never be a baby vampire.
He says, you can't be born a vampire.
Thank you.
Because it's not biologically possible.
Thank you.
He also says that they would not rapidly age. He says that they would, in fact, actually age slower. And also, they probably wouldn't age at all based off of actual folklore.
Yeah.
They wouldn't age!
Folklore or science?
Vampires aren't scientifically accurate, Mom, but yes.
But let's say vampires are our religion, and we're wackos like most religious people, so let's just say yes. It is a scientific fact.
But,
okay.
I'm gonna add on another thing.
Don't say but. Wow. So gross.
If
say hiney.
You are a vampire, how do you age? Because you're not dead, but you're not alive. So, you obviously
comment below if you're a vampire, you know the answer.
So, you obviously age super slowly. Like, super slowly.
Mm-hmm.
But, what if they age like actual dead people do? Like... They don't age.
Decompose.
But, yeah,
Ooh,
that's what I mean.
Shit.
What if they decompose?
That would make sense,
like,
because
over the years, they slowly just, like,
So what
rot.
we do in the shadows, the original vampires, so the sire and the baron... Well, no, that's... Let's see. So the sire is the very first original vampire. He looks like an adorable little gargoyle. So maybe he did decompose enough. But the baron... I take the baron back, because he only looks terrible and dead after he gets burned in the sunlight. So, I withdraw my interruption.
But, it kind of adds on to this thing that I saw. It's not related to any of the Twilight movies, except for probably, like, the first one, and maybe some of the books. I'm not sure, because I have never read them, and I never will. But, it was a post.
And I never will! Just to punish Bella for being
a post that got, like, reposted on Pinterest.
So it must be true.
And, and it was, like, a what if post. And it was, like, what if the vampires, instead of actually being, like, incredibly gorgeous and amazing like Bella says they are, what if they have, like, a thing that makes people, like, it messes with people, it messes with people's, like, brain and makes them think that they're way prettier than they actually are. I think it's a very interesting topic.
That sounds...
I know, it's very stretchy.
Yeah, that sounds like someone was bored or someone was high and watching Twilight.
Obviously, it sounds like they were bored, but it's an interesting topic to think about if we're not even, like, talking about Twilight. You look like the girl from Midsummer. Anyway.
Oh, new costume idea.
It's a very interesting topic to think about if you're not thinking directly about Twilight and you're just thinking about vampires in general. Because, like, that would be really fun. Yeah. That would be really fun to think about. It would make vampires way cooler instead of, I sparkle in the sun, this is the skin of a killer, and I just pour glitter all over my body in the shower.
The glitter makes...
It's so awful.
Speaking of glitter, I have glitter all over my hands. The glitter makes little to no sense at all, okay?
It makes no sense.
Almost no sense at all.
Like, why would you decide to do that if you could make them, like, have transparent skin? Or make them have, like I said earlier, decomposing or rotting skin? That would be so much cooler. Why would you decide to pour glitter on an actor's body and just be like,
yeah, weirdos, why would you even do that? That's totally irrational, she says. I think it turned out kind of cool.
It looks amazing. Give it
Call
eyelashes.
me something. She's also Yoda. Did you
We
know
need
that?
to give it eyelashes.
I think we
Please.
will.
I'm
It's
so
still
scared.
drying. All the glitter. Oh my god, glitter. Shit.
Glitter.
Glitter! Am I twilighting? Am I burning?
This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
Okay, what's weird with Twilight rules of vampires is that
It's not even slightly close to folklore. Yes.
It's dumb, and also Jane, every girl who's angsty,
And she talks like this.
the next 5 minutes we're just gonna do Bella impressions. You have to do the sound though that.
Okay, what were you saying about Jane?
I don't remember. Right before that, I was gonna say something. Oh, the glitter, the glitter, the sparkle. So if we're going by Twilight rules, the sun doesn't kill them, right?
Yeah, it
The
doesn't
sun
kill them.
only exposes them
Which
as glittery
is
or
super
raver
dumb.
1990s
Super dumb.
glitter
Hate that.
gel wearing MFers. So they probably were great in the 90s and could easily walk about in the sun because me and all my friends had glitter lotion from Bath and Body Works. I had glitter gel from a Barbie I got. So I don't think anyone would have batted it an eye. I guess if you're an elderly surgeon covered in glitter, but
Yeah, though.
but if it doesn't kill you, like, and you've been able to bullshit for hundreds of years that you're totally not a vampire, I feel like
Also-
glittering in public is not like a life-threatening or
if you're a
life-changing
colon, one of
vampire characteristic.
if you're a colon, one of the families most known for being the most over-dramatic people
What?
ever,
Over dramatic?
ever in like the
What?
history of cinema and literature
Cinema?
and whatever.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Nobody would bat an eye if they just saw the super over-dramatic teen Edward walking around in school covered in glitter. They'd just be like, "Oh yeah, that's Edward. So why do you need to hide from the sun?"
Will you put your wand down?
No,
I like my eyes.
because we're talking about movies.
She said something was overly dramatic, and so I had to yell, "Overly dramatic!" Sorry, love you. Mwah. We're doing a video
How am I being overly dramatic?
that cracks all questions about
Crack? Like what?
werewolfery
Also,
Oh, that.
and vampirehoodness. Wide open. We're solving it. It's science.
we're solving
He's so cute.
science, Oslo.
Based on
We're
Twilight
solving
rules.
philosophy.
Twilight
Oh, he's
vampire
cute.
rules.
Did you
She's
know
so
that?
very okay, this is really important. You can join in on our TED Talk. Love
This
you.
is a very important meeting, Oslo.
Love you. Thanks for joining our TED Talk while I hot glue flowers to my Marge Simpson headpiece.
That's always been the thing about Twilight that makes me so irrationally angry. All the
It's
time.
rational. I wouldn't say irrational.
But like,
Comment below if you think it's totally rational. And subscribe. And
they're very well known, like everywhere,
Literally kidding.
for just being super over dramatic and super like pretty much theater kids.
The Cullens are.
The Cullens, yeah. So especially Edward.
Mhm.
And so why would anybody bat an eye if they saw Edward, the most dramatic kid ever, who probably listens to My Chemical Romance and cries about Bella not loving him, like walking
I'm
around
Edward.
in school wearing, like, covered in glitter? Nobody would bat an eye. That's just what school is.
I'm Edward right now.
Like, you could have a huge mohawk and somebody would just be, like, sitting there staring through the mohawk and they wouldn't even notice that your skin is covered in glitter.
Yeah.
Therefore, Edward should have a mohawk. Thank you.
Obvious. I feel like that's Twilight number
If you-
6.
If they really want to distract from their glittery skin, the only two options are crazy mohawk or punk hair and awful clothing. Those are the only two options.
Okay.
Or just like walk around.
So
in
what is
glitter
what
skin.
is Daddy Cullen? What's Zaddy Cullen's? What's his name?
Carlisle.
Carlisle, that's right.
He's not Pedro Pascal.
So, Carlizzle, how they have to move every X amount of years because people are like, wait, he's not aging. He's a surgeon. Do you know any... Mercy, do you know any plastic surgeons that look normal?
Nope.
My 10-year-old
I don't know
doesn't
any
know
plastic
any plastic
surgeons.
surgeons that look normal.
I don't know any plastic surgeons.
All of your friends that are plastic surgeons probably look that way.
All
and don't...
of my 26 friends that have jobs in plastic surgery.
They all get all the Botoxes, so that is another,
Carlisle Cullen.
Just vampires go vamp.
He could just be like, oh yeah, I use my children as test subjects. And nobody would bat an eye. It's just like, yeah, it's the Cullens. You know?
Yeah, he's like, I'm just trying to find
They
a
do
cure
weird stuff all the time.
for the Real Housewives of Park City, and people would be like, story checks out, 100%. No checkup needed, no...
He's getting ready to work on the Kardashians.
Exactly. Yeah. Look at the Kardashians and tell me that's not more of a giveaway for being vampires than...
Glittery
What's his name?
Carlisle.
Carlisle!
Stop saying that!
I just learned that word.
Mom!
I'm a mom! I don't know things, so I like saying only things I know to be embarrassing. Those are the things I say. Fam. Illy. My guy.
Stop!
Supreme brand? Is that
No? That's not around anymore.
Taylor Swift!
Yay!
Swifty!
Yay!
Alright, well, do you have anything else to add to our nightly vampire werewolf rules?
I could go on.
Hot glued a thing to my thing.
I could go on for a solid 30 minutes about the Edward versus Jacob argument, but I won't. Goodbye.
You know why? Because you're 10 and it's Betty Bye time. Okay.
Goodbye.
I appreciate your thoughts. Get your ass back here, young lady. Sit down. Do this. Hang on. No one can see you. No one can see you. We're going to say a closing prayer. Dear Heavenly Father.
Carlisle Cullen is the best, amen.
Carlisle Cullen.
That's all you need to know.
God, I love you.